All right, welcome back to Pixels and Projects podcast. I'm Johnson, and as always, I'm here with Jody. Today, we're diving into how project managers can actually drive innovation, even when the budget's, well, basically non-existent.
You know, Johnson, I read this stat the other day. 84% of executives say innovation is critical, but only 6% are actually happy with their company's innovation results. That's a huge gap, right?
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, everyone talks about innovation, but when it comes down to it, most teams just don't have the resources, or they think they don't. But honestly, it's not about having a giant budget. It's about making the most of what you've got. That's where micro innovations come in.
Exactly. Micro innovations are like those little tweaks or improvements you make along the way. They might seem small, but when you add them up, they can really move the needle. I love using free tools like Trello or Google Forms to track ideas. We'll set up a board, let folks drop in suggestions, and then we'll do these quick 15-minute innovation stand-ups every week. It keeps things light and manageable.
And you know, celebrating those small wins is huge. I remember you telling me about that time your team made a tiny process change and you all tracked it in your innovation board. What happened there?
Oh, that was such a fun one. We had this recurring issue with vendor communication, so we brainstormed in a quick session and someone suggested a simple template for updates. We tracked it in Trello, rolled it out, and bam! It cut down our back and forth emails by half. We made a point to celebrate that in our next meeting, and you could just feel the energy shift. Folks started tossing out more ideas after that. It's all about building momentum, you know?
Yeah, and it's contagious. Once people see that their ideas matter, even the small ones, they get more invested. And honestly, those little improvements add up to real innovation over time.
And momentum for even bigger ideas in the future.
So speaking of tools, let's talk about what's out there for free. I mean, there's a whole universe of open source stuff now. Slack, Figma, GitHub. These aren't just for techies anymore. They're democratizing innovation for everyone, even if you're running a shoestring operation.
Oh, for sure. Slack for team chats and quick polls, Figma for mockups, and GitHub for version control, even on non-software projects. And Canva, too, for making things look pretty without a designer. It's amazing what you can do without spending a dime.
And it's not just about the tools, right? It's about who you know. Building partnerships can be a game changer. I actually worked with a local university a while back. We had this gnarly project challenge, and instead of hiring consultants, we reached out to a professor. The students got real-world experience, and we got fresh ideas and research, all without blowing the budget.
That's brilliant. I've done something similar with professional networks, so something like your PMI chapters or even just local meetups. Sometimes you find someone who's solved the exact problem you're facing, and they're happy to share. And don't forget about customers. Co-creating with them can lead to solutions you'd never think of on your own.
Yeah, and you don't need a formal partnership. Sometimes it's just a quick call or a shared Google Doc. The key is to look outside your immediate team and see who else can help you innovate without adding to your costs.
All right, let's get practical. If you're a project manager listening right now, here's a simple 3-step framework to get started. First, do a resource audit. What tools do you already have? What skills are hiding in your team? Second, set up a basic innovation framework. Define your goals, set up feedback loops, and figure out how you'll measure success. Third, start building those partnerships we just talked about.
And don't forget to track your progress. Use free analytics tools to measure things like how many new ideas you're actually implementing, how engaged your team is, and whether your stakeholders are happy with the results. Even tracking cost savings or how fast you're rolling out new solutions can show real value.
Now, let's be real. There are always barriers. Budget, time, team resistance. I've seen them all. My trick is to start with the folks who are excited, show some quick wins, and then let that energy spread. I had a vendor management project where we used rapid prototyping. We got early feedback from the stakeholders. And once they saw it working, even the skeptics got on board. Sometimes you got to just show, not tell.
Yeah, and agile and design thinking can help a lot here. Short sprints, regular retrospectives, and always looping and feedback. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. And honestly, sometimes the constraints force you to get creative. That's where the real innovation happens.
Couldn't agree more. So, if you're out there thinking you need a big budget to innovate, think again. Start small, celebrate every win, and keep building. That's how you get those big results, one step at a time.
All right, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for joining us, Jody. Always a pleasure.
Always fun, Johnson. Y'all, don't forget to check out our website for that interactive infographic on the 3-step framework, and let us know how you're driving innovation on your own teams. See you next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care, everybody. See you on the next episode.